Hey, what's up, everyone? Pasay Butter here. We are now on this May 19, 2023 NBA Game Day. So we're back to the Eastern Conference Finals between Miami Heat and Boston Celtics. This is going to be game number 2, which will happen at around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So that is around 8:30 a.m. here in Manila. Again, I am just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Again, this is game number 2, and wow. Game number 1 was actually taken home by Miami Heat, so Miami Heat is currently up 1-0. And the spread, by the way, that is given, man, it's actually big. It's actually -9, and that's actually given towards the home team, that is Boston Celtics. And again, before we proceed, as we all know, we actually provide free predictions right here in our YouTube account, Pasay Baller. But also, we provide premium picks. We actually provide picks way earlier. And also, we provide picks for Major League Baseball and National Hockey League. All right, so let's go back to this game. Game number 2, Boston Celtics would still have the home court advantage on this, but we gotta say that momentum is actually on Miami Heat's side after beating Boston Celtics at their own home on game number 1. Now let's take a look at the availability of the players and the health of both teams. Tyler Hero is still out. Um, Yurtsevin is actually listed as questionable. While for Boston Celtics, Danilo Gallinari is still out. Malcolm Brogdon is listed as questionable. So, wow. Hmm. It's going to be tough, you know. 3 players are actually out for Miami Heat because, as we all know, Victor Oladipo is no longer joining them for the rest of the season. While for Boston Celtics, potentially 2 players are out. Gallinari is confirmed out. We don't know yet about Malcolm Brogdon. It's game time decision, but I don't know. I've read some articles saying that highly likely he would still be able to play. So we will see. I would still have to say that Boston Celtics has still got some edge in terms of health, because of again how Miami Heat played along the rounds 1 and 2. Right. So just a little bit. Maybe Boston Celtics got the edge. All right. So talk about game number 2. This is gonna be tough, man. Again, game number 2, the spread is at 9 points, -9 given to Boston Celtics. After what happened to game number 1, Miami Heat winning over Boston Celtics at Boston, that's going to be something that's going to be tough to take, -9. But I don't know if you guys can still remember, but for the past couple of rounds, let's start with round number 1 when Boston Celtics actually went up against Atlanta Hawks. Remember, Boston Celtics actually lost to Atlanta Hawks at Boston, and they actually lost to Atlanta Hawks, and Hawks did not even have DeJounte Murray. Now on round 2, Boston Celtics, same scenario. They lost against Philadelphia at Boston on game number 1, and that was against Philadelphia 76ers. That was a Philadelphia 76ers team without Embiid, right? So what I'm trying to say is that Boston Celtics, they really have this tendency, not really to relax a bit, but to be not on the on the best of their capability whenever they are at home, whenever they are actually performing well. Remember in this game number 1, man, I don't know, was it in first quarter or second quarter when Boston Celtics, they were already up by like 13 points or so. They have that tendency to kind of relax a bit, and that's kind of not really kind, but that's really dangerous whenever you are in the playoffs. And remember what happened after those losses? The game after that, Boston Celtics actually showed up. Boston Celtics actually defeated Atlanta Hawks, um, even with DeJounte Murray. Boston Celtics defeated this Philadelphia 76ers even with Joel Embiid. That's exactly what I'm expecting right now with Boston Celtics. I'm pretty sure that they are focused like hell. This game number 2, they can't afford to lose this one. So Boston Celtics would really play differently on this game number 2. Their shooting was bad, you know. And if for me, I really felt like um, their coach. I'm not putting the blame on them. Of course, it's on the entire team, but their coach should have inserted Tatum and Smart a bit earlier in the fourth quarter. Because when Tatum and Smart were inserted, um, who's this? Someone's calling me. Anyway, when sorry about that. All right. Sorry about that. Someone called me. When Tatum and Smart were inserted, man, Miami Heat's lead was already established. Miami Heat was already having great momentum, and pretty much they were not able to do anything no more. Because again, it was a bit late. So maybe if they can actually give Tatum, Smart, and Brown a bit more time, and if they can actually give the ball to Tatum, a bit more, that's the way to do it. I mean, no other way to do it. Tatum is their star. Brown is really one of their best players, but Tatum is their best player for me. All right, so again, I'm putting my money on it. Boston Celtics will win this one. -9. I know it's a bit big, and a lot of people would be afraid to actually put money on it, and I can't blame them, man. Especially with how Miami Heat is playing right now, they're dangerous like shit. But for me, Miami Heat won't be that pushy. Miami Heat won't be that hustling on this game number two because they have already taken game number one. Basically, on these games one and two at Boston, they just need one game, and pretty much that's it. They have already done the job. Well, if they can actually do two, then that's great. But I don't think Boston Celtics would allow that to happen. And I feel like towards like the end of the game, Miami Heat would actually give in, and because deep inside they know that, hey, you know what, we've already done our job here. We will go back home already having one win under their belt. So I really feel like Boston Celtics number one will win the game, and at the same time will cover the spread. So our pick would be Boston Celtics -9. I'm excited to see this game. My work is done by that 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm excited to watch it. Again, that's Celtics -9. Peace out. Pass I love, and God bless.